It's Friday night, live from Nick's Garage, and I'm your host, Nick Panaritis. I'm sure you guys have seen the previous video that I had some issues last weekend with transmissions. You know, when you play with old cars like that, you always have sometimes issues because they're old, they're modified, they're fixed in different ways. Okay, so I had some bad luck. But then some people were saying that I should replace the guy who does my transmissions. But actually, the only transmission they outsourced that they've done for me was that black Hurst Olds. It was a Turbo 350. They overhauled it for me. I installed it in the Hurst Olds. And of course, it ran well until I took it out for a drive on full throttle from first gear to second gear. And all of a sudden, it sounded like it went in neutral. And after all, the problem was the torque converter. We replaced the torque converter, and the car ran perfect, and we had it delivered. So that was the issue with that Oldsmobile. No big deal. It wasn't the fault of the guy who built the transmission. It was just a torque converter. We got another one, put it in, took it for another drive. We kicked it. It went all well. And then we had this car. He picked it up on a Saturday, drove away. Of course, the transmission went on it also. But this one, we never touched the transmission. All we did was replace one cooler line for the transmission. He picked it up, took it home. It's a long drive. And then he gives me a call. He says, Nick, I don't have any more drive or second gear. Said, you sound like you blew the transmission. This was an old transmission. This guy who had it before raced the car. I don't know the reason. So now I've sent this transmission outsourced because I didn't have the time to do it. It's a 904 beefed up race tranny built by Turbo Action. I sent it out to my outsource to fix it. They returned it yesterday. I installed it yesterday. We did a few tests on it today. I kicked it. I drove it hard, and everything went well. So now this car is ready for delivery. So one transmission is gone with the torque converter replaced. This one's fixed. This was the burnt tranny that was never touched by us, and now it's ready for delivery. And then number 3, the Hemi charger. Yes, this one has a little rattle noise when I press the clutch. I've done so many things with this thing, and I'm trying to figure out what is going on with this. I've done many, many 4-speed transmissions in my life, especially these cars. I've done them for so many years. I know them inside out. And I know there's something wrong. I'm not so sure. I've replaced front input shaft bearing. I replaced the clutch, the disc, the throttle bearing, the pilot bearing. I make sure that the bell housing and the transmission line up perfect with the engine, with the crank, but I got nowhere with it. I replaced the clutch, and then at the end, we just noticed that it has a different sound effect. It doesn't have the effect of before. So what I'm gonna do right now is get one more clutch, remove the transmission for the 5th time, and this is not an easy removal because you gotta fight the exhaust system, take it down, put it up. It's a lot of work. But John, if you're watching, I'm gonna give it one more shot. I'm gonna replace the clutch one more time. Hopefully, I think it would be the problem, and then it'll be ready for delivery. After all, we got the engine running. The only thing left is to remove that noise from the clutch. And I sure don't want to deliver it to you like that because it doesn't look good on me, but I want to fix it. And I've done a lot of conversions with transmissions all my life. I never had these issues. But this one here, what a dilemma. I worked on it so many hours, but I'll try to get it fixed because I want to deliver it to you without a noise at all. This is what after all, you know, this is what we're here for. Yes, you know, everything's brand new on it. Of course, it's got an old bell housing. It's being worked with. I changed the fork. I changed the pivot, the clutch, the disc, the throttle bearing. And it's not a no-win situation. But every time I change something, it has a different sound. So it knocks you off track. What you're going to do? But I think I nailed it, and we're going to work on it again next week. And hopefully, we have it, and we're going to find out next week. And in the meantime, I had another client. His name is Patrick. He brought us a 9-year storage Dodge Charger 383 automatic with AC. Pretty nice car. 9 years of storage. Patrick, take care. We're going to take care of your car, right? It's right here. It's a 69. My customer's had it for 9 years. Never got it running. And my job here is to make it safe and put it back on the road. So I'm going to go through the whole car, inspect it. He wants to make it a driver. Of course, he wants to drive it and enjoy it. We got to make sure it's safe. I've got valve covers leaking. I got to redo the radiator, replace the gas tank, do a brake job, rubber hoses, radiator. He wants to get the AC working, master cylinders leaking, rebuild the calipers, which are kind of rusty, wheel cylinders, anything that's hydraulic you got to replace because after 9 years it dries up and it's no safe to take it on the road because maybe one day you might press hard and something might let go. But it's a beautiful car. It's all genuine. This is the interior. Beautiful. I like it when it's all there. All I have to worry about is the mechanicals, and that's my favorite part. So this is going to be something we're going to be working on next year. If you see the upcoming video, we try to get it started for the first time, so stay tuned for Monday's video. Am I right, George?
This is going to be in a couple of weeks, I think.
Monday's sorry.
Be our free spirit.
Okay, next Friday, Monday morning we're going to have the free spirit, right?
That's right.
Okay, that's another car you guys I've not seen, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's a car that I used to work at a dealership, and I've only seen one go through my hands. We're going to show it on Monday on our next video coming up. And this one here, I get it started within 2 to 3 weeks from now. And Pierre, if you're watching, I've worked on your car today. I wanted to get it started, but I ran into a few issues because I wanted to get the dash to work. And the only thing working on your dash was the headlight switch. Everything else, wipers, dome light, heaters, the horn. Well, the horn we got it going because we replaced the faster switch, Manny. And it's a lot of work. Here, let me show you what's going on. This is what I face. People bring in cars and they told me, Nick, get it going. And of course, I want to get it perfect. Here it is. I start removing everything. I got to get some switches. I want everything to work. I want reverse light to work, dash lights, all the gauges. The only thing I replaced so far was the flasher switch. And we want to make it nice. We want to make it work. There's nothing more. There's nothing, it's bad. You're driving down the road and nothing works in your dash. No dash lights, no gauges. I'm sure because my customer just bought the car. He never drove it. He got it shipped here to replace the engine, put the keeper in it. But what I realized when I went under the dash this morning, even the previous day when we put the heater box in, there's a lot of things missing. There's a lot of things with dead-end wires, cut wires. So I decided, I know Pierre wants everything to work, so I'm going to tear down the dash and fix everything the way it came from the factory. So I'm going to do an out search right now. I'm going to start looking for pieces to finish this car. I need to deliver it. All the mechanicals are there. The brakes are done. I need to start the engine. All I have to do is buy fuel for the engine. That's it. But then, again, I have the dash to worry about. But anyway, slowly but surely, it will all get done. As you see, we got one there to work with. We got one here. This is ready for delivery. This one we just started. Then I got Ronald's charger, which we got an exhaust system to put on. But it'll be done. I have Dan who's going to help me with that because I didn't buy the original pipes. We're going to put our own exhaust system on it with exhaust manifolds. And by the way, one of my friends, Tony, lent me a scissor lift so I could put up my next 14 flags that came in. So I've got them lined up right here. And as you guys can see, every flag has a name. I've been collecting flags now for a while. And this is the past month or so. Here they are. There's 14 flags. I put all their names on. And of course, this is a very unique flag. This is from the chief from Arkansas. Brickley, is it? Brickley, Arkansas, from the fire department. From Chief Hamner. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it right up here, right next to the American flag. It's going to be put up here. So this way, when the door swings open, it's going to have hooks and it's going to hang down. It's a pretty big, heavy flag. It's beautiful, and this is the perfect spot. And then I got to make spots for the rest of the flags. I'll find spots, you got to make room. They keep coming in, but I'll make space for every flag.
Sure make the place look good.
That's right. After all, when a viewer sends me flags, I put them up no matter how many come in, and I don't care if it's 1, 2, 3, or 4 of the same kind. I make space and I put them all up. And it's pretty hard. I put a lot of them up with a ladder, so now I decided not to go up with a ladder. I'm going to use the scissor lift that someone lent me, and I'm going to stay a couple of nights to put them up. It's hard work, let me tell you. Or maybe Manny might give me a hand. Hey, Manny? By the way, I love your shirt, man.
It's an original. You may recognize the company.
Yes, eh? Love it. Here's a fuel tank. Here's the original fuel tank from the 69 Charger. Oh, by the way, take a look at the calipers. This car came with front disc brakes. Not very common. A lot of them come with drum brakes that I've worked with. They're kind of rusty. Here's a brake hose. Let me show you. See? You don't take a chance with something that dries up like that. So you're going to get the calipers overhauled, the cylinders replaced, and the brake pads. You can see here slowly, they're coming apart. The pad is coming off the back plate. We're going to replace the brake pads, brake hoses. Look at this. See that? You just bend it like that a bit and it cracked. And for that reason, we're going to change it. So that's what we have to do. This is part of an inspection that we have to do to make the car safe. Fuel cell, we're going to change it. The fuel sending unit that goes in here, we're going to replace it. The seal for the filler tube, we're going to replace it. And we're going to go through it. Four tires, they're all going to be scrapped. We're going to go through the whole car and make it safe. A lot of seals are going to be dry, maybe axle seals, whatever, valve cover gaskets. We're going to do a major tune-up, check out the carburetor, and make sure everything works.
So it's been a bit of a slow start this spring, but you got plenty of work coming up?
Oh, I've got plenty of work. I've got more cars. I got another car coming in from a gentleman named Andrew from Oklahoma that bought a car from Albany. That's going to be shipped here next week. It's a 1970 Plymouth GTX 440, and he wants the engine to be built like my 440 Kawasaki Challenger. That's going to be nice. It's going to come in next week. And we're going to take it from there because he's got a list on it. But he told me, get the car, Nick, look at it, and then we're going to talk over and see what it needs.
Fantastic.
And so there's always something happening. Then I got the 383 engine for Buck right here. His name is Buck. He told me to call him Buck. I just received I've got his engine there. I got to get it cleaned out. I'm going to zero deck it. I got his connector rods. His connector rod bearings, main bearings, harmonic balancer, piston rings, crankshaft, pistons, damper, ready for assembly. But first, before I do anything, I got to measure the deck height so I can make it a zero deck and then start putting this together.
You didn't tell us what Buck wants to make with this.
Yeah, Buck is looking on this cast iron heads to make 450 horsepower. Well, around there, let's say. Because he saw this article on a Hot Rod magazine years ago that they did this with cast iron heads, with the same pistons, flat top, with notches, zero deck, 906 castings, no porting, with different type of intake manifold. But we got a torquer intake that he bought from somebody on Kijiji. We're going to try it with this. He's got also another intake, but we're going to try both of them on the dynamometer. We're going to try to max out as much as we can. We also bought the same cam that Hot Rod used in that article. So that's going to be pretty interesting. And this is his other intake manifold right over here. Performer, RPM. So anyways, we got two intakes to play with. That's his carburetor, and that's another engine going to dyno. I haven't put an engine on the dyno for such a while. I still have Adams 427 FE. I'm still waiting for headers to come in on that one, so I can put this on the dynamometer. I'm going to start very soon assembling the cylinder heads for Frank from Wakefield, Massachusetts. I'm going to start doing the valve job on his cast iron heads. The aluminum heads are ready to be bolted on, but these are not assembled. I had to get some measurements done for the springs and the seals and the guides. So slowly but surely, this will get done, hopefully by next week. And this I want to put on the dynamometer for all you to see it. I installed the oil pan with the strainer, and can't wait to see this done. This one here, my customer decided to change the rocker arms. He wants to try a different brand, so I thought I'd bring him in so I could put him on. He's going with a Pro Charger on it for that 89 Mustang in the back there. Right here. It's been here for a while. He's got conversion on big brakes to do and a few other things. We'll get to it. Slowly, we'll get to it. Then I got Mike with a 66 Satellite. Waiting for him to get well, so that car is not a rush. The engine's in the back. That's the one with the big stroke of 500 big block Mopar. We're going to wait a while until he gets well. And then when he comes here, we're going to put his engine on the dynamometer to see what it really does. This is what we're trying to get, a torque monster out of this one. So Mike, if you're watching, get well. So whenever you're ready, come on down, put your engine on the dyno. And then I've got Brian from Uncle Tony's Garage, who built that 318 budget motor. I know, Brian, you've been calling me. I know. I'm trying to make time. I've been very busy with a lot of things here. It's just Vasily and I. We're trying to get as many cars out as we can. Now we're just open to the public, so I got other interference, but slowly but surely we'll get everything out. And we're still doing our distance here. We're wearing masks. Everybody's in the shop. It's not easy. It's not easy. I work 6 days a week. I work nights here sometimes. Sometimes I answer all these emails. It's a lot of work. So I try my best to catch up with everything and make everybody happy. And I like to get on to read some comments with everybody. I'm sure have put up a lot of comments for me to read. And I have one or a couple here from Instagram I want to mention. Just give me a second. Turn this on. I know a lot of you guys, I'm going to try to answer as many comments I can or on the chat. First, I want to say Mopar Dave 62. My mug came in today. Love it. Can't wait for the t-shirt. Mopar Dave, thank you very much, man. Enjoy the mug. Have your coffee with it. And enjoy your t-shirt. Then I got Ralph 67 V8. Hey, Nick, there are not only father and son projects. I started one together with my wife and later on changed it to father and daughter. You know, that is correct. I should have said that. There is a lot of father and son projects, and there is a few father and daughter. I remember once working on my Silver Challenger, and I was working in the garage, and I couldn't get my hand behind the heater box. And my daughter was young, she was a little kid, maybe 12, 13 years old. I needed her little fingers to hold a clip behind there, the heater box, so I could screw it on, and we got it done. And that evening was a father and daughter project, which is great. This is great, you know. And I got to give you guys credit. Sometimes now it's a husband and wife project, father son, father daughter, and who knows? Maybe a mother and son and mother and daughter. Who knows? You know what? You're all together on this, you guys. I enjoy it. I love it. I all agree with you guys what you're doing, and like this is all about muscle cars and family, and that's what I'm here for.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and I've gone through a lot of emails, answering a lot of emails, a lot of comments. I spent a lot of time on this, and now here we are, Friday Night Live, and I'm going to try to answer as many comments you have over here. And I also want to say a special thanks because the last 2 months we got a lot of new Patreon supporters. I just want to mention them by their first name. If you guys don't mind, I'll just take a few seconds. And of course, I want to thank all my Patreon supporters from day one when this channel went up. First, and then of course, the last 2 months, the new guys are Marcus C, Jim M, Bobby G, Bill L, Anne Marie Z, Antonio F B, Joel J, Jason R, Ronald S, Spencer D, LRC Customs, and Charlie P. So I want to thank you guys, and of course everyone else that's also watching us, viewing us, our subscribers, our Patreon supporters, and of course whatever donations they give sometimes on a live show. I just want to thank you all. I don't know how much I could say, and all these gifts that come in, which never stop. And of course all these flags that come in. Can't wait to put them up. It's just making my shop look more beautiful with flags from around the world.
We love you guys. Thanks for it.
That's true, eh? I love it. I love it.
So did you want to read a few comments, Nick? See who's watching tonight live?
Yeah, let's see who's watching us live. We started with over 100 viewers waiting. And I have to say that the last few months we picked up a lot of new subscribers. And we've been on almost, 3.5 years now on YouTube?
That's right. Coming up 4 years in September.
That's right, 4 years in September. And you know what? I want to thank all you new subscribers in the past, few months. We got quite a few of you guys. I want to thank you all for joining our channel. And like I was saying before, please share it. Get everybody to put the thumbs up and click the subscribe button. And what do we got here now? Hey, from New Zealand. Keep safe, everybody. Patrick. Thank you, Patrick. You too, you guys. Stay safe there in New Zealand. Old School. Hi from Toronto. Thank you, Old School. Thank you from Toronto. John Poussam, tell us what's up with the Uncle Tony's engine. Nick, thanks. Uncle Tony's engine. It's ready for Brian to bring it here from he's in Albany. He's in Albany. I'm waiting to make a space for him. I'm trying to get a load off the shop. I'm waiting maybe for the borders to open. Brian has to look into that. I understand that he has diplomatic ties to see if we can get through the border. I know, but the thing is, right now, there's no rush. This car is in pieces. The satellite where the 318 is going to go into. But I know we have viewers from Uncle Tony's Garage. We have viewers from Lunar Outlaws Garage that want us to see this engine on a dynamometer. Yes, I cannot wait to put it on the dyno. I want to get it done. I want to see what it's going to do. And people are asking, I read a lot of the comments, is it going to hold? What kind of horsepower is it going to make? I don't know. And the question is, when it gets on the dynamometer, we will find out. So you guys just give me a chance, have patience, and don't worry, when we put on the dyno, it will be shown on YouTube. And we might even make part of it as a live show, maybe, George. I'm not sure yet, eh?
Maybe a pull or two will go live.
Yeah, we might do a few pulls live with Brian and George here in our shop. Uncle Tony can watch it too at the same time. So that's going to be pretty interesting. So just give me some time, you guys. Let me just clean up some things and we'll get it done. Trust me. Okay, where do we go? Old school house 3 transmissions. Okay, how 3 transmissions fixed? Yes. 2 of them are fixed. One, we're going to change the clutch. Hopefully, that's the noise. And then all 3 cars are done. 2 are already gone. Well, 1 is gone. 1 is ready to be delivered tomorrow. The other one, we're going to give it a shot with another clutch, and I think we're done. And not all 3 cars are outsourced of transmissions. Only 1 was. And it wasn't their fault. It wasn't the transmission. It was just the torque converter. Once we had replaced that, it was ready to go, and it's delivered. Frank Moore. Hello, Frank. Okay, before you test that Dodge motor from Uncle Tony, make sure your insurance is paid up. Some people really think it's going to blow up. And yes, that glass in front of my computer, it is bulletproof, and it sits on a brick wall. So, and also Uncle Tony gave us a bag of absorbent, just in case something goes wrong. So I think we're pretty well prepared, eh?
Yeah, I think you got it.
Play it safe.
Okay. Greetings from West Virginia. Jack Fleming fan. Ray King. Hold it. Ray Cameron. Karen's Nick loving the show. Working on the 6-day Charger TV while watching here in the UK. All right. There's another. Rodney, you can come to North Carolina and put the 310 together. Put my 310 together. Sure. Well, I got if I had to go everywhere, everybody's be calling me.
Borders.
Oh yeah, the borders are closed, man. We can't come down with. The borders are closed between U.S. and Canada. Mark Hicks, hi Nick, stay safe from South Georgia, USA. Yes, sir, thank you. Jeff Hamlin, Virginia Beach, checking in. Thank you, sir. What's this? Whoa. It's going fast, this, man. Mark Hicks, hi Nick, stay safe from Georgia, South Georgia. Thank you, USA. Jeff, Virginia Beach, checking in, okay. Emmanuel Liakis, hi Nick. Emmanuel, thank you. Daniel Scott, when's the stroker big block done? It's done. It's just that I'm waiting for Mike to get well when he comes to Montreal one day. I'm waiting for Mike. He had an operation. I don't remember what kind of an operation did he have.
Any operation is.
I know he was in the hospital just before the COVID-19, the coronavirus, and I want to put on the dynamometer, but I want to have him here in person so we could do it together. So the engine is ready. I'm just on standby waiting for Mike. Like I told him, when you get well, when you're good enough to travel, let all this virus get over with. He will come here. We'll put on the dyno, make a YouTube out of it, and then we'll see what the results on that.
Michael Jakubek just sent you $10 now.
Oh.
Your #1 fan. The
Michael.
yellow plug at the top there.
Michael, thank you very much, Michael. Christos, have you heard about the Chaos car, 3,000 horsepower, made in Greece? No, I don't know it. We're going to look it up, Manny.
Okay, you got it.
Manny, we're going to look it up. Christos Christoui. What's that? Look at this. Read this there, Manny. Christos Christoui. Oh, it's Christos. Christos. That's his name. I don't know about that 3,000 horsepower. Made in Greece. I got to look it up.
Why not?
All right. Or send me an email on it. I want to see it. Thank you. Georgie Najami, all the best from Thailand, boys. Yeah, we got your flag here, man, from Thailand, Georgie. Edge McBain from Iowa. Love your channel and the cars you work on. Thank you. Edwin Luca, great job, Nick. Bronx, New York. Yes, sir. Douglas B, borders may be closed, but thanks for YouTubing to Bloomingdale, Illinois. It's true, man. We can't cross the border, but we'll send our channel
Radio
overboard.
waves are there.
That's right.
Live video, social distance.
That's right. Social distance. We're all keeping our distance here, let me tell you. Will the Thrill. Good evening, Nick. Thank you. You too. Rodney Remo. Hello, Nick. I'm Rodolphe from the Philippines. I wish I could learn about engines just like you. Come by here. I'll give you a few. We'll show you around how we build engines. Edge 2, Sword. What's with the 427 Ford? It's right here, waiting for me to get a set of headers. Here, it's right over here. Look at it. It's still in the same place.
It's just waiting for its time.
It's a 427 FV. This is the one we want to see if it's going to work well on the dyno. We have to put it to the pace. I'm just waiting. I don't have a set of headers for it. My client ordered a set, and I heard that where he ordered the headers from, they're on a close down or whatever. I'm not sure.
Slow down at very least.
Okay, so maybe I'll slow down. And the moment he gets them, he's going to bring him here. And you know what I'm going to do, eh? I'm going to take this engine, put it on the dyno right away with the headers. Because I can't wait to see if it runs well, if it's going to last.
I see the
bell housing already waiting for
Yes, the bell housing's ready for this FE motor. So we're on track. There it is. So we're still
plugging away.
yeah, I haven't done an edge on the dynamometer for a while. I got the Hemi I want to do. I got this Ford. The 383 is coming up very soon.
I'm checking out the dyno, Nick. Checking a few things, fixing
Yeah.
the switches. The lights are good. Switches are good.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you later.
Yeah, now's the time to tune it in because now we're not busy with the dynamometer. Man is going to take care of it. Okay, here's another one. Wow. What's this?
Some Swedish krona.
Swedish krona. Sec. Wow. Von Bogoff. Von Bogoff. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Von Bogoff.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Van Goldbrow. Kurt Dole, when Kowalski, when Kowalski's in storage, how often you start it? Never. I have it in storage since October.
Yep.
I have not started yet. But you know what? I can't wait to bring it here, get the Kowalski Challenger running, just to bring it here and show it off. But the problem is I got no spacer. My clients come first, so I want to get the cars done. And the faster I throw them out, the faster other cars come in. So it's going to be hard. But I like to see my car. I like to show it off. Like yesterday, we had a viewer that came in from somewhere in Montreal, and I didn't know he was a YouTube watcher on our channel. And the first question he asked, I want to see Nick, I want to see the shop. And then he asked for the Kowalski project, which is done.
Well,
Anyways,
you know what they say about the shoemaker, right?
that's right.
His shoes are the last ones to get fixed.
Yeah,
Or at least to
that's
get,
true.
Serviced.
yes. I know. And anyways, the car's done. It's running. I can't wait to bring it here. And when the time comes, believe me, I'm on the next live show. If I have the car here, I will show it off.
Another super chat at the bottom of your screen there, Nick.
Daniel Nerit. Daniel Nerit. Thank you very much, Daniel. Thank you very much. Another donation.
Include a question with your donation, guys.
Joe Jackson has a question for you, Manny. How did Manny get his haircut? I need a haircut.
My wife, my daughter.
Your
I
daughter
had the
gave you a
two of them.
haircut?
One had the scissors, the other one had the shears, and they just went to town on me.
He's got the military cut, eh?
Number two.
Manny, too much. Scott Chesler from California. Use the force tonight. Let's use the force. He's in Scott Kovacs. Do you have an Ohio State flag? Yes, I do. I have the state. That's a funny looking flag. It's like, it's right there. I have it. I have it somewhere. Anyways, we do have the state of Ohio. Matter of fact, I got 2 flags from Ohio.
We have to take a listing.
Oh, I've got so many flags I don't even know anymore. Someone sent me a South Carolina flag the other day. I did not open the package, but I know it's the flag of South Carolina. Finally, I got it, and I can't wait to put that one up.
They were just asking in the comments. They'll be glad to hear that.
Yes, that's good, eh? Joe John Lott, you're a lucky man, Manny.
Yes, I am.
You see, his family helps him out. That's good. Here's Andrew, Nick's juice, so am I. Yeah, I need a haircut. My wife tells me, Nick, you need a haircut. You know, I'll get one soon, don't worry. Oh, well.
Good backfire from the carburetor
Yeah.
would easily fix your hair too.
Backfire will burn my hair.
We're all in
Steve.
the same boat.
And again, Steve, hi from Milwaukee. Steve, hi there, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh, here's another one. Mr. John 613, Hammer and Wrench Builds. $5 donation. Thank you, Mr. John.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. Now here is Vito Adonini. Bought a 3/4 6-pack for my 70 Challenger. Any advice regarding the 6-pack? Yeah, man, fix it and tune it good. It should be a great car to drive. Let me tell you with that
Check for leaks
6-pack.
on the outer carburetors, no?
Hey?
Check for air leaks on the outer
Yeah,
carburetors.
you know what?
That's the notorious.
Use those 1904 base gaskets. They're made from Felpro. They put them on the base. They're the best ones for a 6-pack. You're gonna have no issues with vacuum leaks whatsoever. So use those.
James.
Made from Felpro.
Another one in blue.
Jesse B, thank you very much. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you very much. Hey, Nick from Salaberry, the Valley Field, building a 400 small block Chevy for an 86 Grand Prix. Nice. When it's all done, I'll come to show it to you. Thanks for the videos.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, here's another one. James Lezema. Then another one. Homeless and Sable, Georgia from Santa Clara, California. Thank you, James. Thank you very much. Now they're really coming quick. Hey, Mark Hicks. That says you are top notch, Nick. No room in the parking lot. My parking lot is full in the back. Check it out. Here we go. Steven Anderson, Greens Nick, friends from Bonnie Lake, Washington. Thank you. Thank you. Jimmy G, was the 446-pack a scary motor as far as power? You know what? When a 6-pack opens up on a 440, you're driving the car, you better hold on when that kick down or when your floor in that 6-pack opens up. What's this one? Mark Hammer. Hello from Brinkley, Arkansas. That's Fire department.
That's the chief.
That's the chief. Hey,
We got
Chief
your
Mark.
flag right here, man.
I got your flag hanging in front of the Charger. I don't know if you saw it. Beautiful flag, by the
Ready
way.
to go up. We just
I'm gonna start hanging flags this week. We got a few of them to hang up. Thank you, Mark.
Safely.
Yeah. Plus, I should wear. I got your T-shirt too. I'm gonna wear it a couple
Thanks to
times.
Tony
Yeah.
for that one.
And Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, our moderator. Thank you.
Yeah. Melissa, thank
She's
you very
keeping
much.
an eye. Louis Sylvia, what's the difference between a 344 barrel and a 340 TA? 2 barrels.
Pretty much.
Yeah, a intake manifold 6-pack and 15 horsepower. Multi-tall Troll Hunter, C30, I see you. Gary O'Neill, my 2016 BMW M5 is 600 plus horsepower. Yeah, a lot of new cars today have a lot of horsepower, let me tell you. John Zap 2 Up, hello, thank you, John. Toddy B, hi from New Zealand, brother. Thank you, Toddy. Steve Hunsinger, Milwaukee Brewers flag. Wow. We have a flag of Wisconsin, but not a Brewers flag, no.
Don't remember the Brewers.
That's true. 1984 Chevy 3 C30. Mahoney did not expect to see you here. Hello, laugh out loud. Hello. Jupiter Mustang. Oh, Jupiter Mustang Mike. Ryan's brother. Ryan's brother? I don't know that one.
They're all related.
Okay, Mike Outpost. Ever work on a 383 RB engine? Race block 383. No, not that one. I worked on the 383B engine, not the RB. Darryl Perkins, does the 340 have 4-bolt mains? No. The only engine that came 4-bolt main in Chrysler was the 426 Hemi. But the TA 340, the webs where the main caps bolt on are thick enough to convert to a 4-bolt main. Only on a TA block, not on the regular 340 blocks. But a TA could be converted to a 4-bolt main. But as it came from the factory, it was only a 2-bolt main. Donnie Rima, hello Nick. What's the gas consumption on a 440? You don't want to know. The gas consumption on a 440?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. When you drive some of that, you don't care about gas mileage. It sure sucks, let me tell you. Okay, Aloha from Big Island, Hawaii. Yeah, I got a couple flags from Hawaii, let me tell you. Check it out. Dana Tula Tonka, Aloha from Big Island, Hawaii. Ah, that's good. Jimmy Greeno, Greenie's Nick from Everett, Washington, 68 Dodge Charger modified from 40, owned since 1979. Wow, streetcar culture. Thank you, guys. Love your work, Nick, George, and the team. Nick, ever driven a rotary? No, I never driven a rotary. No. I guess I'm the piston type of guy, I'm sure. Anyways.
Thank you for your donation, fellas.
Yes, thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Very nice. Rodney Middleton. Hey, Nick, glad to hear you received the South Carolina flag. Yes, I did. Thank you. Mike Outpost, how about those 318 poly motors? No, I've never worked on one of those. Not yet. Not yet. Scott Kovacs, do you do any 72 Chargers? Yes, we did a 72 Charger a few years ago for a guy named George who's bought the car brand new original. And we did another motor for him, a 72 Charger 440, full barrel, 4-speed, 18 spline with a Dyno. And he's happy with it, let me tell you. Jack Fleming fan. Nick, have you ever worked on a Buick GNX? No, I've worked on a Buick Grand National, but not on a GNX. And I've worked on a few Grand Nationals. Oliver, hey Nick, Big Block Camaro is my daily driver for now. I know, Oliver. Your truck is it's been hit and it's scrapped. I'm sure you're looking for another car.
Sorry about your truck, Ollie.
Yeah, Oliver, sorry about your truck, buddy. Steve Dismaris, what's for dinner? What's for dinner?
Kalsula.
She just called, my wife just called me. I got the steak and baked potatoes, one of my favorite.
And you're
It's at home
here-
waiting for me.
And you're here taking care of your viewers.
Yeah.
And the steak is getting
So
cold.
now
That's okay.
it's okay.
Sorry, Sula.
You know, I put my supper on the side so I can read the comments from my viewers. It's okay. It's all good, you guys. It's all good. Okay. 1984 Chevy C30. Monty, what's going on, man? Monty, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
I don't get it. You? Hello, whatever. Monty, hello, Monty. Trust drive. Hey, Nick, have you ever worked on a 75, 77 Charger or Cordoba? Yes, I remember working on a Cordoba 360 when I had to replace a timing chain in a parking lot downtown in a big condominium. A tow truck couldn't fit in there, so we did the timing chain job in the garage, underground, to get the car running. You know that? The guy turned off the engine, the timing chain jumped, and of course he called me, got the car going, and we did the timing chain job. And then just when we finished the job, the janitor came by and said, hey, you're not allowed to work in here. And I told him we just did something simple, and it was the timing chain job, but we got it going. Streetcar cultures. Steak always comes first. Okay, let me go. John Rodas. Say any Maryland or Allison engines or equivalents? No. Say any Maryland, no. John says, hey, Nick, how do you take your coffee? Cream and sugar.
And often.
And often, yeah. Louis Sylvia, what's better, forged crank or cast crank? If forged crank is great, but if you're going to go over 500 horsepower, well, a cast crank is good to 450, 500 horsepower. But if you're going to go beyond that, then go with a forged crank. If you're going to stay under 500, cast crank will do the job. Rodney, what's the most HP have you got out of a 318? Not much, because I never built a 318. But we got one coming up that's being worked on with Uncle Tony and Brian from Lunar Outlaws and Uncle Tony's Garage. They fixed up a budget 318, so we're going to get it started one day on the dyno, and we're going to see the results.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that one. I don't know when, but one day in the future. Steve Elder, hello from Missouri. Yes. That's the big arch there, Missouri.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, west and east of United States.
Yeah, we saw that.
I've been there. You could go in there, right? Yeah, the big arch.
That's right.
I've been there,
To
man.
the west, isn't it?
I think so.
Wow, 1984 Chevy C30. Jimmy Ford, hello. I'm seeing a bunch of people I know. Laugh out loud. There, Jim. Rick Allen, have you heard of an older tappet type camshaft needs zinc to fix your problem? In today's oils no longer have zinc in. Have you heard of experience with? Yes, you know what? I didn't read it. Use zinc when you're using a flat tappet cam. Buy zinc oil. If not, add zinc to your oil. You want to make sure you don't wear out that flat tappet cam.
We see that question a lot, Nick. People asking about zinc in the oil.
Yes,
Wanna
man.
Talk about that for a minute.
You know, like you guys, the oil today does not have zinc, which is a lubricant, an extra lubricant in the oil, and it protects the flat tappet from wearing out. We use a lot of it. Like you could buy oil that already has zinc in it. If it doesn't, you could always buy from Lucas a zinc additive and run into that. Then you'll be safe. And of course, you gotta watch out your spring pressure. Like a lot of engines you build from scratch, you gotta watch out your spring pressure. Like I run around 130 pounds closed pressure, 320, 330 open pressure, braking the cam, and you'll be safe. But make sure, and at the time when I'm breaking a cam, I use zinc oil, plus I add an additive, a zinc additive, which is made by Lucas, and then I'm all done, and it's good. So far I've been good with all the cams I've been working on the dynamometer. Steve Pastor, hello Brian. Hello. PJM 8047, is Rotella good oil? Yeah, Rotella's good. I know someone's been using it for a long time on flat tappet cams, and he's telling me he never won out of cam, so I guess Rotella's good. Chuckling, Rotella T, baby, yeah. VW Wrenchy, Nick, how long can you grow your hair?
Forever?
I don't know, man. I don't like to grow my hair long. I like to have my haircuts, but lately I didn't get a haircut. William Fannin, Nick is the coyote genius. No, you're the coyote genius with the Ford.
Shh, we don't say that.
Okay, keep it
Too many
quiet.
crystals around.
Let me see, what's better, a 74 CUDA or 340, 440? Oh, I heard that comment before. Well, a CUDA, a 340 is good for better handling. A 440 is good for more power on a straightaway. So you guys take it from there.
Because the extra couple of 100 pounds are going to hurt you in the corners.
That's right. You want, yeah, the 440 is pretty heavy on a turn, let me tell you. Matthew, should I build a 300 horsepower slant 6 or get a 318? Wow.
That's a good question.
Yeah, slant 6. You know, I'd like to see a 300 horsepower slant 6. I've never seen one.
Nice. It's doable.
It-
The numbers are there.
It is doable, and I noticed that there's a lot of parts available for the 6-cylinder Mopar,
Yep.
225, that you could do it. You know what?
Be different.
There's a lot of V8s out there, but a 6-cylinder, I'd love to see that. So I would stay with a 6-cylinder on this one.
And if you
Six?
do, do it,
Yeah.
please send us a
Curtis.
video. Let us see how it went.
That's right. Yeah. And let us know. You guys build it, let us know how it goes. Ronnie Temple, I got a 425 Super Rocket and a 6598. What you suggest for a rebuilt 500 horsepower? Wow, send me an email. It's a lot to go through. We just did that Buick for Alex. We got 500 horsepower out of it.
Yep.
You know, I don't have all the details right now, but we did it. Give me an email. I'll give you a breakdown what we've done to it, and then you can take it from there. Ethan Bible, how much horsepower do you think Uncle Tony's routine will make? A lot of people ask that question. You know, I know you use the same pistons. You put a cam. I don't even know the cam specs. They ported out the heads. It's got a full barrel setup with the.
You know what? It'll be nice to see when
Yeah.
it does get here.
They're saying 300 plus. I'm not sure. They're saying 300.
Nice. It's 300 cubic inches, so it's a good
318,
number.
300. Should be over 300, hopefully. And the main question is it going to hold? It's like Tony said,
How long
whatever
will it
Brian
hold?
brought me, we put it together in the engine. And it was a super budget.
It's going to be interesting to see, that's for sure.
It is, yeah. And they spent, I think Brian spent with the new cam $1,100 total.
That's a good budget.
Tony helped him put it together. And
Tony
Okay.
worked like 2 dogs that day. I
Yeah,
was very
they
impressed with
they
Tony.
did a 13-hour shift putting this. Yeah, Tony went out of his way to put this engine together because he had to start with dirty parts, clean the parts. Nothing was assembled. A lot of things were rusty. So I got to give credit to Tony. I got to give credit to Tony that he went through a lot to finish it off. And Tony, I got to
Well
give you
done.
credit for that. Well done. Well done.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers, Tony. Let me tell you. And of course, you had Kathy answering all the chat, which is good. Here we got another one. James Litzema. Have you ever heard of Kalamata in Greece? Of course. Kalamata. Of course. Even Kalamata olive oil. Come on, Kalamata in Greece, of course. I know that.
Explain to the people who don't know what it is. Nick.
Oh, Kalamata. Kalamata is a town, southern part of Greece, in Peloponnnesos, the southern part of Greece. It's a very well-known city. It's very known also for their olive oils too that they have.
Olive oils.
Will the Thrill. I have a video entitled Plans for Katie. That's my Mustang's name. The video is about what I want to do to her. Well,
Okay.
okay. Okay.
Paid for your first advertisement,
Yeah,
Bill.
let's go. Okay, Luna Los Guys, I could not believe how quick he ported the heads. Yeah. I know he quick. I seen him grinding away in the heads on the ports, Tony, on the
That was
318.
fast.
Yeah,
Outdoors in the sun,
yeah.
no sink there.
No,
just
hey
working
Nick, do you
outside the
prefer
dry
Briggs
garage.
or Stratton or Kohler? I see Richard. Hey Nick, do you prefer Briggs, Stratton, or Kohler?
Yes.
Which one?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Both.
There's three of
I
them.
have both.
You have both of them?
Briggs. I have a Briggs. I have a Tecumseh, and I have a Kohler.
So
they
they're
all
all-
run great.
so-
Maintenance.
Maintenance. Okay, so they're all great, you guys, for that one. Matko Slice Hot. Hello, Nick. Matthew for missed it. Okay, Mike Belkas. Who is your daddy and what does he do? My daddy passed away a long time ago. Hey, Nick, what are your thoughts on using roller rockers on 340 versus stock steel rockers? Well, the stock steel rockers, you know, they're stamp steel. They're mass production. They're 1.5 rocker arm ratio. They're not a consistent 1.5. Probably most of the times it's less. If you're using a very strong valve spring, I prefer you go to a roller rocker. Now, if you want to go to a roller rocker because you want to go to 1.6, if that's the reason, because you want to increase the lift on the cam, that is the reason. But besides that, if you want, they're expensive. Roller rockers are expensive. Depends on your budget. If you can afford it, why not? If you can't, steel rockers will do your job. Project extension. Nick, have you ever worked on a Shelby Mustang? Yes, I've worked on many Mustangs. Shelby Mustangs.
Especially.
Look at this. Eric Coyne. I screenshot the UTGF cam specs. Oh, okay.
Now we gotta sit down.
Uncle Tony's.
Yeah. Stuck in Indiana. Pitbulls. These. Stuck in Indiana. William Fannin. You too, man. Project Instant. Nick, have you ever worked on a show? Okay, I said that one.
Yeah.
Steve Parsons. Keys from the motors. That's the key to all motors. Maintenance. That's right. You said it, Manny. It's all maintenance.
Look after him.
Steve Parsons. That's the key. 1984 Chevy C30. John Hammer Reg Bills. I have the idea of building me a truck used with rebuilt parts. I want 2000. I have a 2000 Dodge. Why not? You can build an engine with used parts.
Sure.
Mark Hicks saying, how much horsepower can I get from a 4-liter high output Jeep engine? Wow, 4-liter. I don't know. I never.
4-liter Jeep. You know what? You can even get a supercharger for it.
Yeah.
They're available. There's a couple of companies out there that make it.
On the
Depends
4-liter?
how you make- On the 4-liter. Inline
Is that
6.
okay?
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
There's a head available. There's a lot of specs out there. If you surf the web, you'll see there's all kinds of it.
There you go.
It's
My
a
model
well-supported motor.
just had a supercharger on it, or it's a pro charger. What is it?
It's actually it's an Eaton. There's an Eaton and there's a Pro Charger.
There you
There's
go.
2 of them available.
Oh, there you go. Look, from second grease. Yeah. There you go. Just put a charger on it from
Yeah.
Eaton, and you're done. Steve Hutzinger. Fish fry tonight. Here, look at Will the Thrill. Have you ever watched Graveyard Cards? Yes, I've watched Graveyard Cards with Mark. Yes. Hold it. How are you doing, Nick? Alchemist Legend. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Matko Slice Hot 6177 Camaro versus Hemi Cuda. Who wins the stock for stock? 6701 Camaro versus. There is no 6701, is there?
I don't remember.
I think that was a 69.
I thought so.
Well, you know, it depends. You know, it depends on how the cars are fixed.
Yeah.
I just saw another one here. I was reading. Manny's Ford. Doug Reno. Manny's a Ford motor guy. Yes, he is. There he is. Have you worked on a Superbird? Yes, I built an engine for a Superbird, a 446 pack. And I'd sure love to work on a Superbird, let me tell you. Curtis, how much nitrous oxide can a 454 take? Well, you keep adding until it blows, then you'll find out.
That's the limit.
Oh, there's the one I wanted to answer. Luna Outlaws Garage, $4.99. Lobe separation intake at 109. Cam advance intake 105. Duration at 50. Intake 218. Exhaust. Oh, it's not a pretty radical. It's not a very radical cam. It's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna have vacuum for power brakes too.
Yep.
You know what? 300 horsepower.
Should be.
Yeah, it should be around there. Maybe a little bit more. But then again, you know, I don't know the compression ratio. There's a lot of facts.
Exhaust system.
Yes.
Intake. What are we doing?
Yeah, exhaust. We're gonna put headers on it. We have that.
Okay. We'll see. But
Ah.
yeah, I expect around 300.
Thank you, Lunar. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Yes, sir. Do you know how much
Back
you
up,
have
Nick.
using 1/6 top blockers? What?
It goes both ways.
Hello, Nick. I'm building this for Vauxhall Envoy. Oily man, grassy with a small block Chevy. Ha! This guy reminds me of the Oily man. 64 Vauxhall. That's the car he was working on next to my mother's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Vauxhall, man. I'll never forget it. Love you. So, what do you think of Volt's 455 Rocket? Great motor, the 455 Rocket.
Yeah, lots of torque.
I just saw something from Greece here. I just lost it. Gabriel goes. Go ahead.
455 is a torque monster.
Yeah, I see something from Greece, Australia. Anyways, somebody Greek, I guess. JD Katora, Nick, as a retired engine builder myself, it amazes me that the computer has replaced the old pull and plugs and tune accordingly. Yes, I know, the computers are taking over.
You still need to read those plugs, even if you listen to what the computer's telling you.
Yeah, look at this, Lunar,
It's
Brian,
so old
it'll make exactly how much it makes, not 1 horsepower or more. Jim Zeller, let's take a shop tour. We just did. No? Is your town still shut down? Yes, it's slowly opening up. Vince, yes, it's slowly opening up. Now they're asking everybody in Montreal to wear masks, eh?
They're gonna start.
You know,
You're close.
according to Canada, we're the worst guys. Sorry?
We're the hot spot.
We are the hotspot of all of Canada here in Montreal.
Yep.
So it's going to be
gonna be a
difficult. It's going to be a while here in Montreal. I don't know what's going on here in Montreal.
Well, the thing is, remember, we had spring break before everybody else did. So just as this thing was hitting its high,
And everybody went
was
out.
coming back.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody was out, and everybody came back in, and they brought it into the city of Montreal. Anyways, I don't know how long this is going to be. We're going to see how it goes. Steve Anderson, Nick, what happened to that car that you were test driving with the 3 shifters? Was it an easy fix? Well, the shifters, we left it as it is. We had to use 1 shifter, 2 shifters at work. But we had the torque converter replaced. That's what was wrong with the tranny. The tranny was okay, and we got it going. It worked fine.
Yep.
We worked the shifter in a different way, but we've managed to shift it 1, 2, 3, and the car was delivered. Streetcar culture. Biggest power you have ever seen on your engine dyno. With a big block Chevy from my Dragster. Thank you very much, by the way. And
Was it 707 horsepower?
no, that was 1,000. That was Adam's big block Chevy. 1,000.
1007.
Yeah, 1,007, 1,014 HP.
Because it's the 007 car, and it was 1007. I remember.
That's
that
right.
matches
That's
the
right.
car.
That's right. It
a
ran.
good match.
It ran on alcohol, eh?
Yeah.
That's right.
A bucket of alcohol.
A bucket of alcohol. That was pretty dangerous how we did it. Thank you, streetcar culture. Thank you. Jeff, how late am I tuning in? I don't know. How late?
50 minutes.
15 minutes.
We're going to be here for another 10.
Yeah, another 10 minutes. What does the dinner open, Nick? When does the diner open, Nick? Wow, I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
open right now. We're
It's
just-
open, but it's still takeout. I don't know.
Nick, do you want to give a shout out to your very generous friend who was passing out free hot dogs during the crisis? People would drive up and he was passing out.
Oh, George. Yeah, George at Patat 2000 was offering hot dogs. So it's been a few weeks. He's called everybody. You guys, free hot dogs for everybody. And we went to the other day. We got some hot dogs, and he gave a whole bunch to everybody. It was a big lineup, and we have to give a special thanks to George. And yeah, a lot of people. It's
But he's
called.
doing it safe. He's doing it with a social distance,
Yes.
and he's keeping apart.
He's very good at it.
man.
He's a good man, and he kept everybody with social distance, and nobody in the shop. Everything was takeout. It was beautiful done.
was hungry.
George, you did a great job on that. Good
He's
honor on
feeding the
you.
truckers.
Yeah. Hi from Thailand, Nick, Jeff, Geoff Hero. Great dude. The mask, great dude. Good morning, Nick from Australia. Have you ever heard of Gurney Eagle small block Ford on your dyno? No. Have you? You're a
I've
Ford
heard
man.
of them, but I've never.
I've never
actually
seen one
dealt
either.
with one.
No. Okay.
Bring
Door
us one.
handles.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Free winners for everyone. That's true. Nelson Cowell. Nick, do you still have your Hemi motor and trans? I have a Mid-60s Coronet California black plate car, that Hemi that will look. Sorry, we just sold it at Pierre bought it, and it's in the Roadrunner. It's sold. Sorry. It's gone now. Nick, You all stay safe. Thank you, Scott. We try to stay safe. Mario, hi Frank from Montreal. Mario, thank you, Mario. From Dog, hi Nick from Cape Cod. I used to spend a lot of summers in Cape Cod in Hyannisport and Martha's Vineyard, is it?
That's it.
Yeah,
Beautiful part of the world.
it's a beautiful place. We used to go there very often. 71 Chevelle 406, respect you highly from Boston, Massachusetts. Thank you, 71 Chevelle.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Popeye Robinson, Nick, have you tested a Predator carburetor? No, I have not. No.
You haven't
Steve
tested it, but
Hunsinger,
we've had one in the shop.
Putin. Check this out. Steve says Putin kills COVID-19.
I
It does?
wish.
Can't
I
hurt.
wish. You know, if that was true, no one would have COVID-19 in Quebec. Everybody's Putin in Quebec. Will the Thrill. Have you ever worked on a 429 and amazed how much that little block can rev up? Yeah, the
Ain't that
289.
little.
Yeah,
It
that
ain't that
little.
little.
Yeah, but it revved out at
It's a
289.
screamer.
What
It's a
was it?
screamer.
It is. You could rev it up.
Hypos are really amazing.
Yeah. Will the Thrill, thank you. Thank you for your donation.
Thanks, Will.
Yeah. Don Lemon, Content, Ohio. Love your channel, Nick. Thank you, Don. Charles Brewer, my son and I enjoy your channel from Arkansas. Yes, thank you. And we got that. We know your chief, what's your name? Chief
Hemner.
Markner, no? Hamner, it's okay.
Hamner.
Mark Hamner, that's right. He's the chief. He's the chief in Kansas. Great man. I got his flag and everything. I also got his t-shirt. Nice.
Big respect there.
That's with Fire Department and Rescue. Great team, man. Let me tell you. Charles Brewer. Okay. NPC Trump. I'm thinking about building a turbocharged 283 Chef. Yeah, why not? Go ahead. Tony Reno. Have you a Filipino clients? What's the car? No, I don't have any Filipino clients. John Zed. What's your preferred method for bleeding brakes? Pumping them. I do it old school.
That's
we
right.
do. Yeah, it works for us. You know, you bleed them one at a time. And the best thing is to start from the farthest wheel and then work to the closest wheel at the end. And you do it with the guy. And when you press the pedal, when you let it go, give it a few seconds. Don't pump it fast. Go slowly. Take your time, and you'll get it done right. Apple 4H. Greetings from Oakville, Ontario. Hey, Nick. Apostolis from Greece. Apple 4-page.
Apostoli.
Apostoli. Yaso Apostoli Aptinalada. Gurney Eagle Falcon. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Nice.
Nick, do you work with mini turbos? We're going to have one coming very soon, W. Renchi. One was going to come up one day. We have a turbo on a Grand National, 87 Grand National. Is it possible to soup up a 239 V6 to 230 horsepower? It's possible. I never have. It's possible. A 236 Dodge, yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
They're all.
Oh, look at this, guys. Arch. Hi, Nick. Oh, I got to read this. Stop right there. Hi, Nick. I have 4 friends here drinking beer at 9:30 a.m. joining your show from Melbourne, Australia. Siniyasas. Lots of love. Siniyasas, eh?
Right back at you guys.
Siniyasas.
They got an early start.
Here, let's.
Australia.
Wait a minute. They're drinking beer at 9:30 in the morning. Come on, you guys.
Breakfast of champions.
Cheers, you guys. Ade. Siniya. Yamas. Alia. Elinas GR. Yasu Nick from Laval. Elinas GR. Thank you, man. Elinas, thank you, man. Gabriel Gorgu, what's your favorite out of cars? 70s. Actually, late 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Good evening, Mopar fans. Edward VP. Thank you, Edward. Elliot Tim is two barrels or 1 4-barrel? Where was I? Just lost it. 4 liter straight 6. Go to 2 barrels, man. Try that. It should work. Should be good. All super. Hi, Nick and crew. Thank you, Ali Supra. Jimmy Foradel. Nick, do you remember next to when they had the Renault?
Don't
Yeah,
tell anybody.
we used to have Renaults in Montreal, not anymore. That's a car from the French car.
That's right.
Mark Hicks. The guys in Australia are way behind me.
Time to catch up, guys.
You guys have to catch up, man. You have to catch up. Dan Good, hey Nick, Don from Goodyear in Cincinnati. Oh wow,
hey.
There's a city called Goodyear in Cincinnati. I didn't know that. Or Goodyear Tire. The guys in Australia are way behind me. That's a good one, Mark Hicks, man. Skill Model Van, Nick's Garage. Hi from South Africa. 1:54 a.m. with a beer. I love your show. South Africa, that's a flag I do not have. If you can send me that flag, it's something good, man. That's something good. What size 4-barrel for stock 273? Wow, what size 4-barrel? 500 CFM should be great, not more than that.
If you want to handle the heat, go cry in Corona mask. When are you going to Dyno Lunar Mouse? Okay, up to nothing. Soon. I'm just trying to get some jobs done here, like I said before. Very soon. Very soon. Is Manny on the payroll, Nick?
Nah, I don't have to be on the payroll.
No. Yes, but we'll finish later. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, where? Where's it 5 o'clock?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. We all clone around. Melissa, hello, Melissa. She's good, eh?
Thanks for your help tonight, Melissa.
Melissa, thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Melissa.
You guys, thank you very much,
Much
Melissa.
appreciated.
Yeah, she is. She's good.
Keeping us sane too.
So we got about 5 minutes left. Nick, do you want to sign off in here? Do you want to show us
Yeah.
one more thing before we go?
Nick is
What? Yeah, I'm trying to.
He's trying to keep up with the scrolling screen.
I'm trying. Good evening, guys.
Good evening, everyone.
Thanks everybody for taking part.
I don't know. I'd love to read them all, you guys. I can't. It's too fast. I've seen a lot that went by. I start to read half the sentence and then I lose it. Start chasing 5 p.m. here, driving a cold 4-4-2 brew now. You're lucky, guys. Man, they're all drinking beer out there, man. Even though it's in the morning. I'm gonna go home and have my steak and ale and
After the show, that is. Yeah, it's good. Anyways, you know what, you guys, I can't catch you up on these chats. I know, I just want to, you know, I've
Do our
got,
best, Nick.
but you know what, it's a lot of things. Every morning I read my emails. I go and read comments on the videos on the channel. I do chats every second Friday night. I have people coming visiting us. I have phone calls. It's a full-time job.
It is.
It's a full-time
On top of your
job.
full-time job.
Yeah.
But I know everybody appreciates it.
You know, I love it.
On their behalf, thank you.
Yeah, of course. I want to thank them. Of course, they support me in many ways. The Patreon supporters, like I said before.
Yeah, it's appreciated.
And look at these donations they give us through here on our live show. And of course, our clients do that. A lot of our clients learn us from YouTube on our YouTube channel, and they bring their cars here.
That's right.
So I got to thank everything in every way.
Yeah.
This gentleman right here, Frank from Wickfield, Massachusetts. He's heard of us on the channel. That's why he's here.
We do our best.
So we got to do our best. That's right. We just got to do our best and get it going. And I've got that charge I want to fix for John. John, if you're watching from Australia, we're going to fix
We're
it.
getting there.
We're going to fix it.
getting
Don't
there.
worry. I
Almost
will not give up on
We won't
this.
let
I'll
you
fix
down,
it.
John, whatever
Yeah,
it takes.
that's right. That's right.
And
And I spoke to your cousin Andrew today, by the way, and it was your birthday last week.
So happy
And
birthday.
and happy 40th anniversary. That's what he likes to hear, so I'm saying it now.
That's it. So you know what, Nick? Thank you to everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a blessing to have everybody with us.
Oh, of course. I mean, I feel bad I couldn't do it last week because we had a tough week last week.
But Nick, it was better that it wasn't last week because last week was tough.
Yeah.
It's like with the 3 cars, like just
You
one
know,
after the other, it was hard.
You know, when it's a transmission job, it's not like a car coming in and just doing an oil change and it's out in 5 minutes. A transmission job takes time getting the parts. You know, you got the car on the lift, you got it there 2, 3, 4 days. There goes the week. But when you get 3 transmissions that you know you have to remove back to back on the same weekend that they all broke down, and you know you have the week coming in on Monday, and you already have other projects coming in, it gets tight. And my garage only fits so many cars.
Time to move them up. Move them up.
I have Patrick there who's brought that 69 Charger. He's right here, and he's got another Charger to bring in a 68, which is a General Lee, and another one to have fixed. But like I told Patrick, I'm trying to make space here, deliver as many cars as I can.
That's why I'm here.
And
Let's
that's right.
move 'em.
And Manny comes on his own time, helps me out doing some of these cars because we fall behind. Vasily does as much as he can. Like I said, Roni, Vasily and I, and Manny, when he's available, he comes and helps me. And people ask me, did you bring your Kawasaki car to storage? I would. I don't got room at home. I want to bring it here so people can see it, so I can talk about it, take it for a drive.
That's it.
But I don't have the space in the shop. So right now I'm just making space for my clients to get their cars done because the summer's coming very soon.
I'm going to get my car on Sunday.
There you go. There's my point. There's my point. So, how much time we got left, George?
That's it. We've done an hour, Nick.
Wow, an hour, eh? All right, so we'll
Went
be
by
back.
quickly.
I know the hour flies. Yeah, of course, I enjoy it. It flies pretty quick, and of course, and then I just want to say I want to thank all you viewers. I want to thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't answer all the chats. It's And Melissa, of course, we have to
can't
thank
say
her.
enough for her. Thank you very much. George, thank you for tolerating us, jumping around all over the place.
Oh,
My
George.
pleasure, guys.
Poor George has to go through a lot chasing me, let me tell you.
And keeping
Okay,
his
you know, I
distance.
gotta, and you know, I sometimes tell him I don't have enough material, but George says you always have something, no matter what day I show up or whenever you can, we always have something. Very true.
We do our best.
And of course, George has his full-time job, and whenever it's time, when he's got free time, he comes here and he does the best he can. So, George, we got to
Thank
give you
you,
a
George.
special thank you. And I want to say thank you to all you guys, patrons, supporters, subscribers. Very thank you, and good night. Thank you very much.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Guys.